Today we need Slade. Now you're probably thinking, what, these lads from Wolverhampton? And look here, it says it's a Doom editor, so I hope that clears up any confusion about that. Now, you're probably thinking, I've already got a Doom editor, I've got Ultimate Doom Builder, and you need two basically. Ultimate Doom Builder is for making the maps itself, while Slade is for everything else, any other kind of data. Map name, par time, you want to add any custom textures, anything like that, you need Slade. And you probably want to install this version here, I'm guessing. So I'll leave a link to this down below. So here it is, right on Christmas. Look at that. What were the chances that on the Slade start page, they'd be going on about Christmas on the day I'm recording a tutorial? This stuff writes itself. Okay, anyway, Slade and Ultimate Doom Builder both work directly on your WAD file. And it's really, really important that you only have it open in one of them at a time. Make sure you close it in Ultimate Doom Builder before opening it in Slade, because otherwise, if you press save in one of these two programs, it'll override any changes you've made in the other one, and you could lose work very, very easily. But anyway, we're going to open up our... here it is. Map 77, this is the WAD that we made, open. And this is all the data we've got in there at the moment. Look, there it is, there's our map. Now we are going to create a new entry in our WAD. It's going to be a text type. Make sure text is selected, and this is going to be called map info in all capitals. Let's create, and here it is. It's an empty text file at the moment. There's these little arrows here. I'm going to move it to the top. I'm not sure if it needs to be there, but that's where I've put it in the past. And sometimes the order of things here matters. So in here, we're going to type map, and then the MAP 77. So that's the map. That's what we call our map, right? That's like the data name for it. And then after that, in quotes, we can give it a proper human readable name, and we're going to call it head simple because it's a dead simple, but in Hedon. And should it be HEAD or just HED? I'm going to go HED. Okay. And then at the end of the map, we at the moment get teleported to the sort of Doom end screen, but we haven't got any of the assets loaded because we're playing Hedon, so it all goes wrong. So next, this would be what map we go to next. And for us, we just want to go to the end title. This is a keyword. It's just going to send us back to the title screen. If you wanted to go to a different map, for example, in Gordy Goblin, right, we go map 08 here. We go straight to Pale Wind. So that's how you would do that if you wanted to go to a different map. That's not what we're doing. We're going end title. And then par. We want a par time. This is in seconds, by the way. So if you've got a big, long head-on style map, you might need a PhD in mathematics to work out what you're going to put here. But for me, I'm just going to do 600, which is 10 minutes in seconds. Okay, and then we're going to have an episode. This is so we can select it from the title screen menu. So we're going to write episode, and then the first map in the episode will be map 77. It's going to be a one map episode, and the name of our episode is just going to be head simple again. So this is what it's going to write on the screen when we select it, and we're going to press save. Save changes to map info. Yep. Okay. So this is saved into our WAD file now. So I'm going to close it in Slade before reopening it. In fact, I'm just going to run it straight from the way it should ultimately be run, just to see if it works first, okay? So we're just going to drag our map 77 WAD file onto the Hedon exe, exactly like the end user will do to make sure it works properly. So, new game, there it is, head simple. All the difficulty modes are going to be the same at the moment. We haven't done anything about that. Alright, let's see if we can kill one of these guys for running to the exit. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Alright, it says head simple at the top, that's good. And the par time is 10 minutes, perfect. And then it takes us back to the title screen. Everything's working brilliantly. Okay. Alright, we're back in Ultimate Doom Builder. We need to... I'm going to make some more space back here, because it's just too hard. I need more space to move around. So if I just right-click and start dragging, I can create new vertices. I'm going to make an area back here, I guess 4 of these squares wide. Turn these corner bits into pillars, I think. The player's going to have a bit more space to move around. Okay, and yeah, let's join these up. So the player's going to have a hell of a lot more cover. Let's have a little look at this. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, this is a more sensible amount of space, I think. It's going to be very, very easy now to just hide behind these. Okay. With that in mind, I'm going to reintroduce the other 2 gluttons, I think. So one up here, and one over here. Let's take this one down this way. Okay. So I'm planning on making each one of these pillars into a sort of vault with goods in it. And you'll need a power core to open each one of these. We'll see how it goes. Basically, the idea is going to be that how should I do this? Let's open it up this way. You can see what's inside them, and you're going to choose what you want. One of them's going to have probably the crush bow. One will have maybe the pain gun. Maybe one will have. One's definitely going to have the potion launcher with the green slime, because I'm going to have forge elementals later. Okay, so the idea is going to be I'm going to need a power core insert here. I'm not sure what width that thing's meant to be. I'll start with an estimate. Just going to delete this sector to make it solid. So this is where our power core thing's going to be. Let's put the correct texture on it. Let's see, is it under switch? Oh, here we go. So this is the one where there's no power core in it, and this is 32 pixels wide. And it's wider than I was expecting, but okay. Alright, so we need our line to be 32 pixels wide. That's pretty wide. That's that wide, okay. Let's have a little look. Where is it? There it is. There's a lot of bricks in this texture. Try and bring it down here. Just pressing the down arrow on the keyboard to move this down. And it's pretty much... I actually don't need it indented in the wall because of the because it's got its own brick textures above and below, so I can make this much simpler. There we go. Okay. Alright. Try and get it to line up with the bricks. It's gonna let me do this. Yes, it is. Okay, alright. So I can... Right, for now, I'm going to put some transparent walls on these, some sort of windows. So we have to use the mid slot. Let's see what we've got. Maybe we can do this portholey thing. That'd be quite cool. Or one of these. Let's try these. So I'm going to put it both on the front and the back of the line so that it shows on both sides. And also I'm going to set them to repeat, I guess. Nah, let's not have it repeat actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little, let's say, 6 pixel wide wall. Okay, and I'm going to bring this down and this bit up so you'll be able to see through the windows. And we need to set these to impassable because right now you'd be able to walk straight through them. So you want impassable, block everything. Okay, so kind of a weird size. So I think this is a 64 texture. Let's see. Yeah, 64 as it says down the bottom there. So let's make this 64 along the bottom as well. So it says the number there, so you can see it while you're moving it. $64, there we go. Now we should have so press A to align this and it should work. There we go. Alright, that one's wrong. Press A to align, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna see how this looks in game. Yeah, we can see through here, so we'll be able to see whatever goodies are inside. And the door's gonna be on here, hopefully, by the way. Okay, let's make space for this door. Hopefully, it's all getting a bit tight here. Hopefully we've got enough space. Spare 52 pixels maybe? Don't know what this vertex is for, I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. Let's just make a thingy to start with. So let's bring down these top ones. Put a bit of stone on there. In fact, let's bring down the inside of this thing as well. Doesn't need to be so high. Put it there. And then this will be a door that goes up into the ceiling. I've got a particular one in mind, but I didn't measure it first, so I'm guessing this is probably too big. Probably need to make a door frame for it anyway. So I'm going to press GA for gate. Oh, I could use this one actually. Or this one. What do we reckon? Maybe we go with this one then. 60 pixels. Do I have 60 pixels? I don't really, do I? Might have to make some space. See, this is 52. I suppose I could move this button around to the other side. How about that? Yeah, I'm going to move this. Copy it and paste it here and rotate it this way to make more space for my door. There we go. Put that there. We'll get rid of this one. Get rid of these vertices. I'll make the door wider. So we need it 60. There we go. Let's make sure textures are all right here. Everything's getting really messy. All right. I've got a microscopic bit there. Okay. And how high is this door supposed to be? Around there? I think, or is it supposed to be like this? Let's do it like that. Oh, I've got the sides different heights now. I've messed this. I've messed this one up. Okay. Like that, I think. That'll do. I put this texture on here, so it at least kind of matches. I'm not going to bother trying to line up the stones. Okay. This door's going to need a tag for later. Should be tag 5 probably. I press new and it gives us tag 5.